Okay, so let's get straight to it. If you had to choose one, Waffle House or IHOP?
Neither.
Thank you. Thank you.
But if I had to choose, if it was gun to head into life, it's got to be Waffle House.
Okay.
But like the idea of IHOP is superior, but they don't execute it well. If that makes sense.
Wait, what?
Like because IHOP has like a lot of like you go. Have you seen their menu? That shit is stacked. Like it has a lot of shit on their menu.
That is true.
But they don't execute it well. But if they actually made it like something like what they promising in the menus, because they have pictures.
Yeah.
Some of the ones I went to have pictures.
They all do.
Yeah. So if they made it like more like that, I feel like they would have a better chance, but they don't.
Okay.
And Waffle House is actually fucking smacking. Like when you smacked,
Yeah.
you're drunk and you pull up to Waffle House,
I
it
heard
saves your
Atlanta.
life.
And it's crazy.
But the idea of Waffle House is disgusting.
Wait, which?
Because have you been to Waffle House? I remember the first time I've ever been to Waffle House was in North Carolina, and I pulled up and they were smoking inside the Waffle House.
Which part of North Carolina? I'm from North
I don't
Carolina.
remember, but I know I was driving through North Carolina from New York to come to North Carolina, and we stopped like some southern part of North Carolina and went to a Waffle House. This was probably like had to be like 2009, 10.
Damn.
And they were smoking in there.
Hey man. You know they say the dirtier the Waffle House, the better the food.
And I agree. That's the sad truth of it.
It is. Okay, another one. What is one of your biggest pet peeves? First one that comes to your mind.
I have a lot, and I can't even think of them on the spot. Let's think. I guess my biggest pet peeve is when people. So many is coming to my head. Okay, let's pinpoint one. I'm just gonna shoot out. I hate when people. I hate a lot of things.
Take it down.
I hate a lot of things. But I guess the most hate I have for people is when people like are like liars. I feel like it's so cliche to say, but like I hate liars.
Well, okay. What about the act of lying makes
Like
you the most
when
angry?
you're lying for no reason, for things that don't even matter. Why are you lying about that? And then like it really hurts when like you're like close with somebody and they lie to you, because it's like do that with the other people. Don't do that with me. Like why are you lying? You're lying.
Do you think lying stems from? Hold on, sorry, lisp. Do you think lying comes from a root of fear? Do you think they come from fear though? Lying.
It could come from many things. I feel like fear is one of them.
Okay.
It could come from overcompensation, fear, jest.
Nice.
Like,
Hey, good word. Good use of the word jest. Thank you. I hate to do fist bumps, but whatever. I don't want to fuck the mic up.
Cause it's true. I mean, there's many reasons people lie.
Good use of the word jest.
I just hate like everybody tells white lies. Like, you know, obviously we're fucking human. Like everybody tells like little white lies here and there.
You think so?
Yes.
Wait.
We all lie. Regular lie. Like regular lie is cool. Like a little white lie, say like if you're on the way somewhere, like you know you haven't even got up ready.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. But when you're doing malicious lying is when it gets kind of like fucked up. Like when you're fucking up your moral code, I'm not fucking with it.
You think literally everybody tells white lies though? Even the most devout religious folks. Not even religious. Even just the most devout people to their moral code. You think even they lie? Even white lies like I'm on the
Yes.
Okay.
But I feel like everybody's not a monolith. So I feel like I would say it's probably like 98% of the world lies.
Okay.
And there probably are those like very disciplined, select few that really just don't
at all.
At all. There's so many things in this world, so many people in this world, so I'm not going to act like there's probably not people who devote their lives to not lying.
Okay.
Because people devote their lives to less. So
That's valid. Favorite TV show?
the first thing that just popped into my mind was probably that 70s show, but like I have so many.
Okay. You know,
Naruto?
I've never watched that 70s show ever. I've literally never seen one episode. It's crazy.
I love that 70s show. I love the 70s period. I wish it was like the 70s now.
Really?
Yeah, kind of. Like the culture of it all. The 70s was all about like peace, love, partying, coke. Like, what's good? I'm not doing no coke. But I'm not doing no coke, but it was just like when coke was fresh, new, like nobody knew the damages of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just hot on the streets.
Okay.
But
you think you would have done coke in the 70s? Be honest.
Probably.
Okay.
But I probably would have been like a recreational coke user.
Okay.
Like, you know, like we meet at a disco, everybody's turned, we drunk as fuck. We meet in the bathroom. They like, yo, do this bump.
You've thought about this.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, yeah, because that came off too quickly.
Because I literally just pictured it in my mind like a cold case episode.
Okay. Okay, next. Man, you give people a mic, they're going to tell you the truth. Okay. One last quick hitter.
I love these.
Thank you. Do you like spades?
Yo, let me tell you black people something about spades. There's black people. If you're gonna be pro-black, let's talk to the people.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
If we talk about you, my brother, you, my sister, we want to support each other. We support black businesses. We support like black education. We support black success. Blah 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 blah. We support our people. Mm-hmm. If somebody, let's say we had a party and everybody wants to play spades, if somebody's a little lost and wants to learn and play, let's have a little grace to them.
Okay. You know what? I agree.
It's not fair.
We weren't,
especially if they black like me. You feel what I'm saying? I was a long time. I did not know how to play spades, and anytime I would try to learn, they would shun me away.
Yeah, as if we're born with it in our genetic code. I agree. I don't even think spades is fun. Hate to say it. Take a black point away. I don't think it's that fun. Like
I agree. Like, because you know what? I just recently learned how to play. Literally 4 nights ago. I finally learned. My friend was nice enough to teach me.
How do you feel about it? Because I give you my opinion.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of bored.
I feel like that's a game. Like, you know how people say, I play spades all night. I'm like, bro, this is a game you play for like 30 minutes, and after that, it's like, all right, who got Uno? Or who got something? I don't know.
We had so much fun playing Uno. We played Uno the same night.
Yeah.
And we had lots of fun playing that.
Yeah.
I'm more of an Uno guy.
Same. But you know what? You know what game I'm best at?
What?
Fucking Taboo, man.
I don't ever play Taboo.
Oh, man.
Who plays Taboo?
Who doesn't?
So when's the last time you played Taboo?
I played Taboo probably.
Describe Taboo. What is Taboo? Like, describe it to me.
The Saturday before last. Taboo is. It's words on a. card. It's like a word you gotta describe. So like, say the word was like church. I would have to like get you to guess the word church, but there are certain words on the card I can't say. So like, it's like for thinkers. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be.
So the card will come with words that you can't say.
Yeah. So for church, it might have like I might not be able to say like God, Bible, pew. You know what I'm saying? Building. It's like 4 or 5 words you can't say. So you got to think of like how can I describe this word?
I played that.
I think it's fun. But damn, well, now I feel away.
That's kind of fun that you're talking about it. You described it.
So what's your favorite game?
Like board game?
Just like board or card game. We can go board game.
Oh my God. My favorite board game would probably be Trouble.
Is that with the
Those who know.
Thank you.
Do you know?
I don't.
Don't
Apparently,
know.
I don't.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Trouble, and then I gotta give it to Connect Four. Connect Four is up there as well.
The greatest game there is known to man.
It's very strategic.
Yeah, if you look behind you, there's a Connect Four.
There is a Connect Four, guys.
If you look behind you, there's another Connect Four. And then if you look below that, there's another Connect Four. And I got a
Stop
giant.
playing.
I got a giant Connect Four in my room.
What are you trying to say? Like you're a master at Connect Four or something?
I'm not gonna say I'm a master, but I haven't.
Okay.
I don't lose often.
So you're like challenging me, is what you're saying?
I mean, we can play.
We can.
I've we both worked at. I'm not gonna name the place. We both worked at a certain location.
Yeah.
People know me. Anybody's ever come through.
Let's do it.
Man, woman, non-binary, fucking manager, customer. I don't care. I'll whoop your ass.
I'm willing to play.
Okay.
I love to win. I'm very competitive.
Okay, so to that notion of competitiveness, because I have a theory about religion, not necessarily religion, but like faith and competitiveness. We'll get to it later, though, perhaps. But I know that you said you wanted to discuss religion.
Yeah.
So in what aspect? Because I know we were discussing astrology, which we'll get to. We'll definitely get to probably next. But when you said you wanted to discuss religion, that's like, what about it?
Well, because you know that Lil Nas X video, I don't know if you've seen it.
Which one? The recent one or like
Yeah,
years
it's
ago?
like the one he just came out with, that J. Christ shit.
Nah.
Yeah. So like everybody was, wow, you really didn't see nobody talking about it?
You know, I don't really be on my phone like that.
I agree. I think you
Well,
don't.
I do to a degree, but everybody be on.
But you're not like looking for that type of shit. I get what you're saying. You're probably not in that kind of world. But the point of the matter is, the nigga did a video, and he was just doing a lot. And I just feel like I want to have a discussion about like religion and like, do you think religion hurts people, or you think it's like does more good than it does bad right now in the world? What do you think about that?
That's a great
Answer that question before I finish what I'm going to say.
I think religion can be super useful. I think when people begin to become overzealous, that's when you have zealots, and that's when it can get out of hand. I think religion is like, I don't know that it does more good than bad, but I don't think it does more bad than good. I think it's it's
A middle ground?
a middle ground, yes. Because as humans, I guess I'm learning more over time that like it's like we almost translate everything. Like everything has to, we have to almost like translate everything we can.
We got to
like,
figure it out. We got to figure everything out.
Yeah, and so I'm starting to see that religion is just a lot of people's like, it gives them something to hold on to, and which
Gives them hope.
yeah, exactly, which I understand.
Yes.
And within a lot of religions, you'll find a lot of truth.
Yes.
So yeah,
So I feel personally, no matter how you were affected by religion, because to be honest, the world's harsh. A lot of us is affected by a lot of things.
yeah,
I feel like you should still respect people's religion.
yeah,
Is what I feel. Even though I don't believe everybody's religion, that's not my, like as a human, I just feel like we are supposed to respect. That's a boundary that people are supposed to have. That's like a moral thing.
to respect everyone.
When you like want to disrespect somebody's religion or try to disprove what somebody believes, like if you don't believe the same thing, like that's just like I feel like a character flaw.
Okay, I'm glad you brought this up because
So I don't agree with everything.
yes, I'm glad you brought this up because I think that's one thing that like, and I was raised in a Christian household. First thing I ever wanted to be was a pastor, and
Really?
oh yeah.
What was that about?
Well, I think that's how I got, like I've always had like a root in like religion and Christianity. That's how I ended up in that cult. Not because of Christianity, because of like when you mix.
Do they know about the code?
Huh?
Did they know about the code?
Oh yeah,
You told them about the code.
Yeah.
So they know. Okay.
yeah,
Because you just threw that out.
yeah.
But they know about the code.
I love one of my
right.
favorite talking points.
Awesome.
But yeah, but I think just my zeal as a human and just passion that mixed with like me looking at Christianity perhaps in the wrong way led me to that. But anyway, but regardless, like
What's the wrong way though?
exactly what you were just saying, to where you're out telling people that they're going to hell and that.
You were doing that?
Oh yeah.
No, you were not.
Oh, you have no idea.
No way.
You have no idea. Anybody that knew me in college, yeah, that's when, yeah.
You know, I have a best friend that like what I was telling you about earlier. You guys don't know, but black that out. Black her name out.
Yeah, I'm name dropping like fuck.
Yeah, black her name out. But yeah, she went. She's in there. She's like Pentecostal Christian. Like you're going to hell. Like calling me, telling me about dreams and stuff.
Yeah,
But you were like that.
yeah, because I think when you mix,
I would have never thought.
faith is stronger than fact.
Yeah.
And so when you have somebody who like really believes in something, it's hard to tell them something. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild to think somebody can get to that point. But I think that's why I'm so open-minded now, because I was super judgmental. Like I'm telling you, like lost friends. There was one guy, actually, one of my best friends. He's coming out in 2 weeks. He was getting married. I was supposed to be in his wedding. I told him that God told me he's not supposed to get married. I went to his house, him and his fiance, and told them to their face, I don't think y'all should get married. I'm telling you, I was a wild boy.
She told my best friend, she told our other close friends, we have close friends who we've known since middle school, they were getting married, and she told them because they had premarital sex, they shouldn't get married.
Yeah, it can happen, man.
I was like, the nerve of you.
It can happen, man. Yeah, I'll never forget that day. I drove to their house, told them to their face, hey, man, I don't think y'all should get married. And so it's after going through all that, and I think that's what's led me to just, and then I ended up moving to Atlanta. And, moving from North Carolina to Atlanta is like night and day, And so you meet so many open-minded people and just so many people of different backgrounds. I've never met so many people of different sexual orientations, because I didn't know that there was anything outside of gay and straight. You know what I'm saying? Before moving here, I've met pansexuals. I've met
Is that what changed you?
What, the cult?
No,
Or
like
moved to
of just like the whole Christianity thing that you were in, like the whole like
yeah,
Jesus freak thing.
yeah, because like I used to be like I was cool before that, and then I just got way too scooped up in it. So then like I ended up like I got kicked out.
How'd you get kicked out? This is a story. Do you have?
Yeah.
Do they know this story?
I mean,
This is interesting.
look at yeah. I
We have to talk about it. I'm sorry. Please, I don't care how long this has to be. We need to go into that. Okay. So
I ended up getting because basically it was supposed to be just like I wasn't supposed to be going back to the town my college was in. The cult was in Charlotte.
okay.
I went to school in Greensboro.
Okay.
Graduated UNCG. Shout out class 2013.
Filippo Berry, what's
UNCG.
good? Yeah, I was in there. What's happening?
And so it was basically like, hey man, don't go back there. It's just too much sin, too much temptation. Ended up going back, had some sex, got kicked out, got reinstated.
What made you have the sex? What made you have the sex? What were you thinking
at the time? I'm like 24. You know what I'm saying? Like raging hormones. My girl, I loved her.
So you had a girlfriend?
Yeah, it was complicated. They wanted
Why
me to
would
break
you have
up
a
with-
girlfriend if you wanted to be a Jesus freak?
Exactly. Well, they wanted me to break up with her because there's a lot. But long story short, got kicked out twice.
Right.
Ended up sleeping in my car summer 2016. Now I could have gone home, but I had already told basically everybody like, hey, y'all going to hell and shit.
No, I
You
know
know
how
what I'm
that
saying?
feels like. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, all right, I got to figure this out. Me and the cult leader ended up getting back cool again because he like made music. You know, niggas be making music. Saw him at the gym like 4 months later. He's like, yo, you trying to move to Atlanta? And at the time, I had nothing to lose. I was in grad school though. That's the crazy thing, and I had a radio show.
What were you talking about? Jesus?
No, sports. I used to love sports, but it's crazy because that sports radio show ended up leading me to like not being so much into sports anymore. Anyway, life is crazy, but it all led to me moving down here. And once I moved down here, and I had never drank or smoked. Like I didn't start I didn't have alcohol or marijuana until I was 25. So like I went through all that sober. That's the crazy part. And so when I moved here, I think like
That's good though.
yeah, I'm thankful for that because I don't think I would have graduated college if I had like smoked or drank. To be honest with you, but I mean that's just me personally.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of niggas that did.
What kind of person were you in high school, do you think?
I mean, I was cool with everybody. I wasn't prom king. I always tell people.
Oh, hey, what's good? Yeah, stop playing with this boy. You're not one of them.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, bad.
People's
But
champ.
that's hot.
Yeah, and so I grew up with a diverse background, and so that's why I think moving here after the cult and shit, it kind of like it broke me down. You know what I'm saying? And it made me realize like, yo, you can't tell people how to live their lives. Like you just can't. And I think even outside of that, the more you get to know people, you really start to see how much their upbringing, religious impact, and all those things play a role in people's lives. And then and also I taught 8th grade for 1 year. That shit changed my life too. But it's all part of the same thing. I should. You're right.
I think you should.
But it's all led me to be like I'll be honest, like growing up, you know, religion, they always tell you like, oh, everybody's supposed to be straight and all that shit. So I moved to Atlanta, but I don't know. I never really. I always thought like it has to be natural for there to be a population of people that aren't gay. They aren't straight. It just doesn't that never made sense to me. But when I moved to Atlanta, I feel like it all came together. I'm like, okay, like this is so interesting. Meeting people who just are themselves and you know what I'm saying. Then you get to learn why they are, and I'm like, okay, like there's so much outside of religious teachings that is true. There's a lot that inside of it is true, but there's so much outside of it that's true. Yeah. Sorry, I just talked a lot, man.
No, so you're saying that, yeah, moving here is what made your mind more open.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So to answer your question, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay. So what do you feel about it now? What are you feeling about it now? Like, what are you repping?
I love Atlanta.
Okay. But what about your religion, your like background? What are you feeling about that now?
So here's how I feel. I'm so glad you asked that. I think Christianity, and I use Christianity as like my base because, you know, grew up in the South.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. That's what happens. I think a lot of Christianity is true if you look at it from an allegorical standpoint and an astrological standpoint. I know you and I were talking about astrology off camera. I think that book is really about I think that book is about the sun and his journey through the universe.
You're talking about the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
You think it's about the sun?
So I have a thing, man. You know how they call Jesus the Son of God?
Yes.
If you change that O to a U and then you read the story from an allegorical standpoint, you'll see it perhaps in a totally different light with the same.
But you know, pieces of that story have been told for like millions of years in different types of tribes and all types of things. Like the flood with Noah, that's been in millions of other cultures. The same story, just different twists, turns. So who really knows?
Yeah,
I just know there's a God. That's what I
so?
think.
Yeah,
there has to be
what's your
some.
view?
This is too pieced together for there's not to be like something's going on. Something's going on.
So I know you and I were talking earlier. Do you believe animals have like a consciousness?
Yes. They're lying to us. This is what I don't understand about America. They love to lie. And I like Rolly said, I can't stand liars. Don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have an animal, you know, like, they're just, they know how to communicate with you. Like, they're human. Like, they're not human, but like,
You think they have a soul?
yes, they have personalities. How can they have a personality? How can they like interact? How can they be like this if they're not conscious? Like, I'm telling you, my cat Pharaoh and Blue is my friend's dog. He's amazing.
Okay.
Blue is so smart,
Let me
well
turn this fan
trained.
on.
He knows when you want him to like. Man, he just knows things. Whether it's like through language, body language, whatever they communicate as, they know certain shit. Believe me when I say it.
Okay.
And they're lying to us about no consciousness. I don't believe that. You just got a cat. What do you think? You just got a cat.
Yeah, I did. They gotta be alive. I mean, not alive. They gotta be I think they have souls. I think so. I think I don't know how I necessarily feel about reincarnation all the time. I kind of go back and forth with it. But like,
I hope that's not real.
why not?
I don't want to be reincarnated as something else.
Why not?
What the fuck? Like, what if you're like reincarnated into a fly? You know how many flies you killed in your life? Think about it.
Yeah, but then I mean, it probably short lived.
I don't want to. I don't want to live life as a fly. I don't want to reincarnate as like anything else other than a human. Like if it's in human form, whatever. Like, if you reincarnate with another human, you go in a different human body.
Really? You
I'm
rather?
I would rather that
I'd
than
rather
a
come-
fucking insect or a bee or a mammal or.
You can
well,
come back
we're
as like an
mammals,
orca
but-
though.
Huh?
You can come back as like an orca.
I don't want to be an orca. I don't want to live under the sea.
So if you had to choose, you choose to come back as another human, not as like another
I would rather come back
species?
as another
Oh
human.
man, you wouldn't want to see life from like another perspective.
Yeah, human perspective.
I would love to be an eel.
I don't want to relate to the critters. I'm sorry. Love them though. Shout out to them.
You think insects have souls?
Well, I haven't been around enough insects to speak on it, but
That's valid.
from first,
That's valid.
what's coming first to my head, I'm gonna say no. But I don't know. I don't know that life. There's beekeepers. There's people who deal with insects and whatever. They have their own relationship. I will let them speak on it. But for me, an uneducated, ignorant person, it's a chop for me.
Okay. 1 sec. Let me get my phone. I'm gonna break up the footage. Hey man, that was a good.
Can I pee real fast?
Yeah. Wait.